some introductions. I'm Igor, and I am quite pleased to make your acquaintance.
Today, I wanted to do a little deep diving. Persona is one of my favorite series in the history of gaming, okay? It occurred to me that while I've experienced the games themselves, I really didn't know who the character Igor actually was. And I was surprised to see that nobody really talked about this in a video, so I decided to do a little deep diving and figure it out for myself and for you guys to see where this character comes from. Like, as a character, I knew his role, what he played and what he did in the game, but where exactly did he come from and how did he become a, curator of the Velvet Room and the proprietor of the Velvet Room? Well, this is what we're going to be answering today. All these answers are going to be answered and more in today's episode of Origins Explained.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
So, let's kick this off from the very beginning. So, Igor is not human at all. He is not a human being. He's not part of Earth. He's not human. So, he's rather just a doll that has been turned into a living entity. Now, he was handmade by a mysterious person, and a lot of people in forums I was reading over, they think Philemon made him. Now, pay attention to that name, Philemon, because I'll be talking about him in a little bit. But for now, there was a magical ritual that was performed to make Igor the doll into a living being. So, this brings us to a question, and Igor actually questions his existence himself. Like, why is he here? What's his purpose? But since he ponders on being a human or not, if he is or if he isn't, he becomes really, really interested in human beings themselves. So at this point, he becomes the proprietor of the Velvet Room, which is a space between time and space itself. Thus, he creates Margaret, Elizabeth, Theodore, and Lavenza to assist him while he's inside of the Velvet Room. Now, he gave them human attributes and qualities and all that stuff because he's so interested in humanity. It's not known how the Velvet Room came to be, but ultimately it's just a place for Igor and the servants to assist the protagonists in the game, such as me and you, during the whole course of the game. Now, taking a step backwards, Igor presents himself as a servant of Philemon himself. Now, we mentioned Philemon just a little bit ago, so who exactly is this Philemon? Well, he is a neutral observer of the world. He watches things unfold, but he can't intervene with them from the human world, meaning Earth. So, many people believe that Philemon created a separate realm, separate from his own realm, so he'd be able to interact with human beings, and be able to assist the protagonists, such as me and you. So that's why he is believed to be the creator of the Velvet Room, and Igor to make him the proprietor. That way, he can actually interact with people. And this, I believe, is the best theory that explains Igor's origins. I hope you enjoyed learning about this fan-favorite character as much as I did. And don't forget,
Welcome to the Velvet Room.